If love were a scroll, she'd be the part written in fire. Wow. I mean, some connections are just so intense, right? So deeply written into the fabric of two people that you can only really describe them with words like that, with poetry and fire. So, today we're going to dive into a story that's not just about two people, but about the incredible unspoken language that connects them. We are exploring Arreqqana's Unspoken Duet, and it's a tale told fittingly through fire and thread. All right, let's set the stage. At the very heart of this story, you've got two figures. Jaru, who's called the boy who watches, and Pepi, the girl who burns. Right away you can feel it. They're kind of set up like two sides of the same coin. Or maybe two totally different kinds of flames that are just destined to dance together. And what's so striking right from the get-go is how clearly they see each other. I mean, really see each other's true nature. Pepi looks right past Jaru's cool, calm exterior and sees the flame that pretends he's just a breeze. Love that. And Jaru, he sees something in her that no one else gets, calling her the girl who burns different. You know, this tells us immediately that their connection isn't just some surface-level thing. No, it's this deep, profound recognition of who they truly are. So let's properly meet the first half of this duet. Jarwanadis Jandre Terra Kavaz. Yeah, let's just call him Jaru. He is just this fascinating character, totally defined by his contradictions. A real boy of dual flames. So who is this guy, really? Well, on the surface, you see a noble, a bit of a flirt, a performer. But if you look just a little deeper, there's this incredible conflict going on. He's a noble who actually hangs out with outcasts. He's a flirt who deep down is just longing for real love. He's this great fencer, but his real strength? It's his secret poetry and this amazing ability to just tune into people's emotions. The story calls these contradictions his sacred tensions. And honestly, that phrase is just perfect. And this quote about him? Oh, I love this. It just gets right to the heart of why he's so captivating. He's not just being rebellious for the sake of it. His whole complexity is just magnetic. He's trouble, yeah, but the kind of trouble that feels important, almost spiritual. You know, the sacred kind. Okay, so that's one half of our duet. Now, let's turn to the other. Pepi Kielel Tahir Kavez, or, Pepi. And listen, she's not just a character in a story. No way. The way she's written, she is an absolute force of nature. And this distinction, it's everything. Her power isn't just something she has, it's who she is. The story is really clear on this. She is the voice. It's the absolute core of her being, the source of all her strength. It's said you can even see the storms it holds just by looking in her eyes. And this line? This is what really puts the stakes into perspective, doesn't it? We're not just talking about someone with a pretty singing voice here. We are talking about a power that can literally start or end wars. Can you imagine carrying that kind of weight? That potential for both creation and total destruction inside you every single day? So, to really get the connection between Jaru and Pepi, we have to zoom out a little and understand the world they're in. Because Arreqqana has this really unique, kind of poetic way of talking about attraction. It's like a sacred language, and it's all built on these metaphors of heat and thread. All right, check this out. There's this key term in their culture, Voratin Kalizo. Literally, it translates to heat thread charmer. And yeah, it's a term of endearment, but it is packed with so much more meaning than that. So it's used to describe someone who has this slow-burning charisma. You know, they walk into a room and it's like a slow-burning fire. Sound familiar? Yeah, this is Jaru. 100%. He's that guy who walks into a room and just subtly shifts the entire energy. And this brings us right back to our main pair, doesn't it? We've seen Jaru's public side, his flair, and we've gotten a glimpse of his private depth. We've seen Pepi's unique kind of fire. So the big question is, how does this heat thread charmer actually, communicate his feelings? Well, their dynamic isn't something we're just told about. We get to see it play out in their own words. In their dialogue, it just moves so beautifully from this playful teasing all the way to the most profound intimacy. It really is like an unscripted duet. So here's Jaru in full-on performer mode. Picture this. He's leaning on a desk, putting on a show for everyone, and he drops this playful, almost ridiculous little rap. It's charming, it's funny, and it's super public. This is the heat thread charmer doing what he does best, being all flirty. And then the mask just drops. It's a complete 180. In a quiet moment, he confesses this to her. The performance is gone. All that's left is this raw vulnerability. He admits that with her, the softness he usually hides away feels, well, too real. And this is it. This is the moment we see him shift from the public flirt to the private, devoted heart. But their truest connection, the most profound stuff, it happens away from everyone else, in the quiet moments. There's this beautiful scene on a balcony under the light of twin moons, and that's where their real duet unfolds. And it's Peppy who starts it, not with a challenge, not with a tease, but with this really gentle, searching question. It's like she's inviting him into that quiet, sacred space inside himself. And Jaru's answer? It's just pure poetry. He doesn't just say, yeah, I do. No. He describes his belief as this feeling, this presence that's woven into the world around them, in the tides, in the fire, in the love that pulls people together. It's such a beautifully spiritual way of seeing the world. And this is the moment. This is where it all comes together. He takes this huge spiritual idea of a goddess that's present in everything, and in one just breathtaking line, he brings it all down to this single personal moment between them. It's so reverent, so intimate. It's the ultimate expression of how he feels. He sees the divine, the sacred, right there in her. So after digging into this profound, almost fated connection, you're kind of left with this one big question, aren't you? Are some souls just woven together long before they ever meet? Destined to find each other no matter what? It's definitely something to think about.